What's going on, everybody? It's Jordan back today with today's first video. In today's first video, we're going to take a look at Binance Coin or BNB and see what it's doing on the 4-hour time frame, the daily time frame, the weekly time frame, and also the BNB Bitcoin chart to see if it's better to hold Binance Coin or Bitcoin at the moment. All right, so let's not waste any more time and jump right on into the 4-hour chart here. And as you guys can see, we've obviously gotten a big pump for Binance Coin over the course of the last couple of days. Now, this is the 4-hour chart to start here. You can see we did recently break out of the symmetrical triangle, which inherently did push us up to the upside. But do we have any more room to actually run up in this current pump, right? Well, you can see last time we actually broke out of our big consolidation pattern down here. You can see we actually rode up our 4-hour 20 EMA, keep getting support on it every single time, until we eventually hit our top. And it wasn't until we actually broke below our 4-hour EMA when we confirmed that we might be consolidating for a little bit. And you can see right now, after we pumped out of this symmetrical triangle, we have came back down to that 24-hour EMA and held it as support a couple times. And I think until we break that to the downside, I think we're in pretty good shape. Now, we could be at that point where we might need a slight pullback for Binance Coin. Don't get me wrong. We've already broken our measure move target from our symmetrical triangle here. If you extrapolate this up, you can see our measure move target was up here towards $435, and we far surpassed that now at $581. Okay. The other thing to keep in mind is we did have a big volume outbreak here at the top, and the last couple times we did get that big volume outbreak. We did get slight pullbacks. Okay, so we had one right here, obviously. We had one at the top right here, and we had one right here as well. So, and we had a pullback. So just be careful that usually when we get these volume outbreaks, we do get a slight pullback. Okay. Now let's take a look at where we could possibly pull back to. Right. So this is on the daily chart. We're going to look at our short-term Fibonacci targets, extension targets, because we don't have long-term Fibonacci extension targets. We've already broken those for Binance Coin. So if we take a look here and we zoom in, you can see right now we're actually getting some resistance at our 2.618 fib extension target, which sits, right around where we're at right now, right around this $580 mark. If we were to continue up here for Binance Coin, which is certainly possible, considering how bullish Binance Coin has been, you can see our next two targets are $708.87 and $797.37. And that is your 3.618 fib extension target and your 4236 fib extension target. So if you were to take profits, those would probably be your best areas, as you'll probably have a bunch of bots and algorithms trying to take profits at those levels. Now, if you were to get a pullback here, we have our 20-day moving average, which has been extremely, extremely important for Binance Coin, really since this whole year, right? We keep bouncing off that 20-day moving average all the way on our way up. Right now, that sits right at about $386. And I do not think we come all the way back down to that. But nonetheless, this is going to move up every single day that goes by, obviously, right? Every single day that goes by, this is going to move up, and we could come back down and test that at some point in the next, obviously in the next couple of days, to the next couple of weeks, okay? So don't be afraid if we do drop a little bit. It would just be a bullish back test, and it's a good pullback after pumping straight to our 2.618 fib extension target, okay? So that's the daily chart here. Our daily RSI is at 85, so we might be due for some type of pullback as well. We have gone higher in the past. You can see up here we've gone up about to a 95 on the daily RSI, but we could be due for a slight pullback. All right, so let's look at the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, we are still above nicely, like very far above our weekly support bands, which is our 10-week exponential moving average and our 20-week exponential moving average. Right now, those sit at $232 and $334, right? So if we were to get a pullback to that 10-week moving average, that would be $334. Obviously, this is going to move up every week that goes by as well. You can see our weekly RSI sits at about an 89, and this is why I think we may need some type of consolidation. Now, it doesn't mean we have to necessarily go down, but nonetheless, usually when we get this high, shortly, we do get some type of pullback first, but we could be due for one more big pump to the upside. You can see back here in 2018, we did get a little bit higher than this. We got all the way up to a 93 on the RSI, and back here in a little bit earlier in February, we did get up to almost 100 on the RSI actually, which is crazy. So we can go higher technically on the weekly RSI, but we are at that point where a slight pullback might be in store. So always just keep that in mind here. on the weekly chart. That's really it on the weekly chart. Nothing else to really look at this. As we said, we've already looked at our fib extension targets on the daily this time. Now, we switch on over to the Binance Coin Bitcoin chart. We have something very interesting here, right? We have this section down here, which looks very similar to me to our current section, right? Current section right here. You can see we had this downward sloping resistance. Once we've broken that, we actually kind of stair-stepped our way up to our local top. You can see right here, we got a big pump. We came back down to our weekly support band, and then we made another run. You can see we did the same thing right here. Once we broke this downwards resistance, we came back down to our weekly support band, and continue up. So if it was something similar to what we did in the past, we maybe have one or two big pumps against Bitcoin before maybe consolidating down about, you can see this last time, we consolidated down about 50%. So we could still have a couple more pumps against Bitcoin. So I would still say in the short term, it might still be better to be in Binance Coin than in Bitcoin. All right, so that's the video on Binance Coin today, guys. Like I said, I'm going to keep doing these shorter videos. If you guys did enjoy them, just kind of get to the point. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys subscribe. Leave a like for everyone that liked the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.